I like it. I like it. So you get settled in. You're post military now, s- getting accustomed to the area and everything like that. So what pretty much what got you into coaching?
And I had a lot of time on my hands, so I had told my wife, I said, you know, I want to get back to coaching because I coached in Jersey for a little bit.
Okay.
And I said, I want to get back to coaching. And I just took my butt over to the recreation center.
Hmm.
So you guys need any coaches? I'm providing myself free of charge. Give me an opportunity and let me run with it. And they said, yeah, we actually need some assistant coaches at the 8 to 10 year old area. I said, cool, I take it. No, and I'm not, I don't care who it is, just give me something.
Hmm.
And they said, yeah, you're gonna coach for this guy named Jeff. He's the head coach. And when we showed up on day one, there was no Jeff.
Mm.
And they ended up saying, hey, Coach Torres, you're the new head coach. I said, cool. I'll take the head coach and roll on. But if Mr. Jeff comes back, it's my way or the highway. He now works for me.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was a great opportunity. I had two assistant coaches that were Air Force EOD guys, explosive ordnance disposal, and having those two guys in my life as assistant coaches were probably the best thing that ever happened to me because we took that team who the year prior went 0-8, and we went 8-0 the next year into the championship, and we lost. Which I mean, dude, that's progress. You know,
Hmm.
never losing, always learning. And as a head coach, you know, you got to talk to these kids, bring their spirits up when they lose a game like that.
Of
Which, oh,
course.
by the way, Mark, probably one of the best games I've ever played in or coached because at the end of the fourth quarter, the score was still 0-0. It was that kind of game. We lost in
Yeah.
overtime by 12 men on the field, and it just got them that close, and it was a done deal. Plus, we got the ball first, and I was calling the plays, and I tried to catch him off guard and try
Hmm.
to hit that tight end very quickly, and I got picked, and I'm like, oh, that hurts. That hurts. And then the next we
Yeah.
went in on defense. There was a fourth quarter adjustment we made, and we didn't readjust it into overtime. So there was 12 men on the field. Just brought them that much closer, and that was a wrap. But the kids were upset, obviously.
Of course.
And as a coach, you got to bring their spirits up. But here's what planted the seed and incepted what we're going to talk about in a few. Um, where I live, there's tons of elementary schools. Like there's like 15 in this
Hmm.
Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa County area.
Hmm.
All the kids on my team didn't go to the same school. They were all in different schools. They were upset not because they lost. They were upset because they weren't going to see their friends that
Mm.
they made on that team because I built a family environment. The same thing I did with the Marine Corps. At that point is when I realized I need to do this on a bigger scale. Hence, we're in the winner's circle now.
Bo, future stars
Yes,
football
sir.
camp, bro. Talk on that.
So that incepted it, and what it was basically me and the other two coaches. We said, hey man, let's do this on a bigger scale. Let's get this in the spring. Let's make it a non-contact, non-competitive camp, and that way we do it. And here's the crazy thing, man: it's 8 weeks long, 8 Saturdays in a row. I don't know what strength and conditioning camp you can ever see that's 8 Saturdays long and free. And
Yeah.
so we started in right after spring break, March area. That way we go 8 weeks into May, normally end around Memorial Day, because right after Memorial down here, you're putting helmets on.
Yeah.
So what this clinic does is it takes kids ages 6 to 13 and provides the fundamentals, offensive fundamentals, defensive fundamentals, how to catch, how to block, how to run with the ball, how to cover, just the breaking down proper techniques to tackle without actually tackling. Because
Hmm.
what it does now is when a kid who's never put a helmet on gets in front of a coach, it does two things. Makes the game more strategic from a coach's perspective because now I have kids that kind of have an idea what's going on. And two,
Hmm.
makes the game a little more safer because that's what everybody's worried about. So the safety, concussion protocol, CTE, this, that, and the other. If they're doing everything by the fundamentals, you don't get hurt as much. And
Right.
knock on wood, I've been coaching 7 years down here, and I think the most I've had is a sprained ankle. Oh, I'm lying. I had a broken elbow, but that's because
Hmm.
he fell on it. You know what I mean? You can't. That just happens. But I haven't had any injuries that resulted in, you know what, man, if you just listen to what I told you, you'd still be playing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we did that, but we went a step further with Future Stars. What we did is over that 8-week period, 2 of the weeks have nothing to do with football. It has with discipline building, character building, and those 2 weeks are community service events. So basically, I reach out to the community to sponsor this. I reach out to family members on Facebook. I reach out to everybody to donate to this program. $1, $2, $5, doesn't matter. Every little bit helps because we keep it free. And it's free because we want every kid and every person to have an opportunity. And so reaching out to all these local sponsors, they're backing the program. So what we do with Future Stars is we take 2 weeks and we give back to the community that gave to us. So we do a food drive and then we do a beach cleanup. So we fed, I think over the past 4 years, probably fed, I think 200 to 300 families. And we probably pull like 200 to 300, 400 pounds of waste off beaches. So, it's a full circle. It teaches the kids to give back at an early age and makes them better people, better character. And in reality, no pun intended, it makes them future stars.
Talk a little bit more about the process of like getting started. Like, who did you have to talk to get a venue, to get access,
Man,
everything
so
like that?
it's a lot. It's a process, and you got, again, like I said earlier, like if you want something, in
Mm,
order for you to get it, it's on the other side of hard. So you have to sometimes swallow your ego. But in all reality, it all comes to one common goal. I got to get there.
yeah.
I'm gonna get there. So the process of this was I actually talked with the recreation manager, a good friend of mine. And I told him about my idea,
Mm,
and he goes, "Well, if you do it here, we'll afford the field for you, free of charge. You'll fall under the insurance of Fort Walton Beach, and then the rest was me fundraising money. So like, think year one, we just finished year 4. Year one, I had to go to businesses by myself with a t-shirt on like this, with nothing, just me talking to you and hoping you believe what I'm saying. And I'm not going to take whatever donation you give me and go to Vegas and put it all on black. You know what I'm saying? So the first year we had 10 sponsors back us. And we're 4 years in, those 10 sponsors are still part of us.
nice.
Um, and I had, there was nothing to show. Now I do. I mean, we have marketing videos, we have a website, we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, everything that you need. And I just sent it to you on your Facebook Messenger at,
Nice.
at a scan of a QR code. So you scan that QR code and it takes you to everything else. And after getting those 10 sponsors to sponsor us, it was sky's the limit after that. Year 2, I mean, so year 1 we had about 60 kids come out, right?
Hmm.
60 kids, and I had about 30 volunteers, which were all either active duty military, because there's a heavy military presence in this city. I also got student athletes from school, high school athletes that need volunteer hours for college, right? So it's a full circle again, you get them to come back. And then parents, coaches that want to come out and do it. So we knocked out 68 kids the first year, 10 sponsors, got that all done. Second year, we had 150 kids. So look at that. We doubled the second year. We moved to 14 sponsors our second year. And we did it again successfully. Year 3, which is, it's imperative to talk about year 3, because year 3 was coronavirus.
Hmm.
And I had momentum. I just went from 60 to 150 kids. I'm like, yo, do I cancel this? Do I not? Everybody else in this area canceled. LSU canceled theirs. The University of West Florida. Everybody that had a camp was canceled. I'm like, man, I don't want to cancel. I'm going to be forgotten. I don't want to do it. So I did it. I didn't cancel. And what I did is, and 2 weeks prior to every camp, I sit down with everybody who signed up as volunteers, and I tell them and I give them the expectations. I put a PowerPoint up, tell them why we do this, what's my why, make that your why. And at this point for the third year, I told them, hey, we're going to go and push even though coronavirus is here, which we had 250 kids sign up the year
Wow.
of 2020. 250 signed up, and I said, listen, we're gonna follow the CDC guidelines, and we're
Hmm.
gonna follow them to the T, and we're gonna do one of two things. We're either gonna spread coronavirus all over the Florida Panhandle, and everybody's gonna be like, yep, Future Stars Football Clinic in news, CNN destroyed the whole United States, or we're gonna be the program to emulate. And we were the second one, which was a blessing. We went 5 weeks instead of 8. 250 kids signed up during the climate. Only 70 showed up, which is understandable.
Hmm.
And we had 0 cases of coronavirus for 5 weeks. So that just really led into year 4, where we had another 250 kids sign up, and we went 8 weeks, and we just finished about 3, 4 weeks ago. And I had you on the radio show. We talked about that was going on. And here's
Yeah.
the kicker. Here's the icing on the cake. Remember, it's free.
Yeah.
These kids come out to these clinics to do all this stuff and run drills. Not only do they get to do that and learn the 5 pillars of success, which are practice, teamwork, focus, discipline, and respect, we get NFL players to come out and just hang out with them,
Hmm.
take pictures, sign autographs, run drills with them. And it's all about putting that positive male role model, just a positive person to speak to you from their experience. And it's dope because a lot of the NFL players, a lot of them live down here too. Philip Rivers lives in Miramar Beach, but ain't too far. Joe Theismann is down here. I had the pleasure of talking with Andre Reed last year, and Herschel Walker and Charles Woodson. So they're all backing this program. Like, I've never seen anything like this. I'm like, what? Because it's free, or well, I don't know what's going on. Because when I say free, everybody looks at me like, why are you doing this for free? Why not?
Yeah,
Why
man.
not?
There's pros that charge for their clinics.
Yeah.
Like you're an NFL athlete and you're charging $250 for your clinic. Like, okay, okay, bro, got it. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, what you're doing is phenomenal.
It's amazing. It's so rewarding.
Um, and the other thing is like, even though I've kind of moved up and moved on the high school level, I mean, I coach kids when I can here and there at flag or whatever, but I just think the youth level is just still so pure, man. Just they don't know what they don't know. They don't know to complain. They don't know
Yeah.
that they to be late. They just there and they just run around and have fun.
And you've been down here, Mark, man. There's something in the water
Oh
in
yeah.
Florida.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the heck it is. They need to bottle it up and bring it to other states. Because
Dude.
coaching at the middle school level right now, and I'm moving up to high school probably next year, hopefully,
Mhm.
depending if I get this ring this year. Um, but dude, I have 4 running backs. They're bigger than me.
Yeah.
I'm the running backs coach. They're bigger than me. I have my 2 starting running backs, 6 foot and 5'11", 190, 180. I'm like, what? Yeah, hand cleaning 225. It's insane.
Yeah, that's Pensacola too. Pensacola's a dreamland.
Yep. Hey, here's the other thing for those that are watching and are interested in maybe supporting my program. Um, it's free, so it goes on donation based only. But every year we replenish that account, Mark. Okay, and anything residual left over rolls over to the next year, or we pass it forward because again, we want to offer opportunities that people don't normally have. So what we did this year, and you might have seen the pictures and the videos, is I had 3 student athletes that were volunteers for my football clinic that go to Choctaw High School. And what I did was with the residual money that was left over, we rented an Airbnb in Tuscaloosa. We paid for their entrance to the Nick Saban football camp, and we brought them up there so they could go and get some drills and work out with Nick Saban and his crew.
Hmm.
So those kids now have a different aspect of looking on the inside of a Division I championship football program and how they do things. And if they want to play at the next level, this is what you expect: 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, all day.
And the other thing I just want to reiterate to the people that are watching and the people that are gonna watch it later after I post it. Like, Chris still has a normal job.
Yeah,
That's what's insane. You're not a because there's some people that they run nonprofits, however, but they're full time, right? They run a nonprofit, but they don't work. So they kind of feed themselves a little bit off of that. But now, bro, you're still grinding, and I think that's just so impressive because I'm in it a little bit, so I understand the dedication that it takes, and I understand that you're probably up in the wee hours when this camp gets going. You're probably up at 3, 4 in the morning, getting Gatorade coolers, right?
Yo, three,
Getting
4 in the morning all week, spreadsheets, charts, because when we were for COVID, we had to break them up in pods, keep those pods together in case anyone got infected. Then
mm,
we can identify that pod like, hey, somebody got COVID, you guys need to figure it out. And then I isolate that pod, you know what I'm saying? Don't come in until we know everybody's good. So doing stuff like that, um, looking on YouTube and figuring out, you know what drills do I want to run today? Getting those drills and downloading them from YouTube, throwing them on Google Drive, sending them to all my volunteers. Hey, here's the plan of attack for this Saturday morning. Familiarize yourself with these drills because all we do is a round robin. You know,
yep,
you got four. You got one half of the field is 6 through 9. The other half of the field is 10 through 13. They're all doing the same drills. You got the same volunteer going around with them, so the volunteers need to know every drill.
mm,
So it's just me doing that. Like I'm doing the video editing. I'm doing the drop off in Google Drive. I'm sending it over to there. I'm updating the app. So you're right. There, actually, one of my volunteers lives right next door to me, and he said, "You inspire me because you have 35 hours in your days."
yeah.
I mean, it's all for the common cause, dude, and it's my purpose, giving back and putting people in the opportunities that they don't normally have.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap it up, but real quick, I want you to lay down your Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any links that we can look you up, donate, whatever we want to do to support a Future Stars football clinic in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Man, my man's Chris is doing great things.
It's amazing. Yeah. So you can find us on Facebook. Just put Future Stars Football Clinic FWB. You can find us on Instagram. I believe that one also is Future Stars FWB. We have a website, www.fwbfsfc.com. I know it's like a tongue twister, right? So it's just the first letter in every word in my chest right here. Just add FWB in the front for Fort Walton Beach. Um, Venmo, Cash App, it's on the website. As soon as you go on your phone, you'll see it right there. If you want to donate, you can donate there. If you're interested in being a sponsor, you can email us. You can email us on the website. Uh, you don't need to be in Florida to be a sponsor. This year we had 45 local and national sponsors. I had people from California, Texas, Chicago, North Carolina. So sponsors from everywhere. We're not gonna say no to anything. So yeah, I mean, this is a program, and if you think this is something that you would want in your town, let me know because we want to branch out and we want to make sure that this program that doesn't exist in some communities will make it exist as long as I find somebody that has the same heart that I have and the same why. If you don't have the same heart and the same why, because it's not about this. It's not about this. It's about grooming our future.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, man. I can't say exactly when, but me and Demond gonna make it down there. We're gonna come. We're gonna come mess with you, man. But again, appreciate you coming on the show. Salute to everything that you're doing. I'm just very, very happy and honored to be affiliated with you, bro. You're a winner.
Hey, thanks for having me on the winner circle, man. I can't, like I said, it's a blessing to just be considered a winner because when you're considered a winner is because you're pushing and you're doing all the right things.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, bro.